Jai Srimannarayana. Namaste. Welcome to Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam Wellness Track. Let us listen to his names from the 18th Slokam and see how they are connected to wellness. vEdhyaha, the one who manifests as avatarams and becomes accessible to all devotees. Should we become accessible to all or to those who wish to engage with us and whom we wish to engage with? Whether we believe or not, we all constantly keep exchanging energies with people around us. If we are of the type who cannot set boundaries properly, when we become accessible to all, invariably we will get hurt. And if we do not know how to handle the hurt, then we suffer. Hence, it is very essential to know if we are equipped with clarity and strength to make ourselves accessible to all or to only selected. A practice tip: meditate on your very close relationships and see if your vulnerability is being taken advantage of, and if so, start practicing boundary setting. Vaidhyaha, the one who can grant to his devotees the liberation from rebirth. Can we experience liberation in this birth? When we live by moment to moment in purity, peace, kindness, and strength, we will experience liberation. Even if we have not yet, we know it is possible because we have so many masters who have shared about their experience. A practice tip: read the biographies of liberated souls and try taking at least one practice from them that can guide you. For example, Ramana Maharishi's Who Am I practice, Sanatana Dharma's Nama Japam practice, and so on. sadAyOgi, the one who is always enthusiastic about granting liberation to his devotees. What does liberation mean in various philosophies? The word liberation means experiencing freedom. When we, the Jivatma, are bound by the body, how can we experience freedom without leaving the body is the question. Masters and saints say that when we grow in our practice of relaxation more and more, our consciousness expands more and more, and we feel less and less restricted by this body and the mind. A practice tip: learn about progressive muscle relaxation technique by Dr. Jacobson and practice it at least for 21 days and notice how you feel. veerahA, the one who annihilates those who oppose Paramatma or the knowledge of the self. Why does truth need to stand up against falsehood? Both truth and falsehood are forces or energies, and they both are very strong. If we do not stand up for truth, then falsehood dominates, and people can misunderstand falsehood as truth and start practicing things that are not only detrimental to themselves but to humanity as a whole. A practice tip: reflect on what hardships you had to face when you stood up for truth. Reflect on when and how falsehood impersonated as truth at any point in your life. mAdhavaha, the one who grants the Paramatma Jnanam or Ma the knowledge of the self. Who provides us the knowledge that is based on truth? There are many kinds of knowledge in this world. The knowledge that makes us eligible to live comfortably in this world. Then there is knowledge that talks about who we truly are, who is our creator, and what are his or her or its qualities, and what is this world. The latter knowledge is very important, even though in the worldly matters only the former is stressed upon. In Sanatana Dharma, this knowledge is based on Vedas and Upanishads and Itihasas and Puranas. A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect on the tools that you used to become capable at your profession. Then reflect on the tools that you used to understand yourself better. Madhuhu, the one who is as sweet as honey to his devotees. How should the knowledge about truth be provided? Truth will always be for one's hitam. Hitam is a Sanskrit word meaning well-being. It may not necessarily be according to how one wants. Sometimes hitam is in giving freedom, and sometimes hitam is in setting boundaries, and both are acts of love and based on knowledge about truth, if the boundaries are set by an aware person. Hence, it is important that these are shared with love and not with irritation or anger. A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect on the times when you set boundaries with love and when you did it with anger and irritation, and how was the reception. Ateendriyaha, the one who is beyond senses. Is truth absolute or relative? When we are operating in worldly dimension, truth is relative, but when we operate at the soul dimension, the truth is absolute, is how I feel. Let us imagine two people looking at an object from different angles. They both will see different portions of the same object. Their truth is based on where they are relative to the object and how they see it. The absolute truth, however, is the object itself. A practice tip: look at a 3D object, say a table, and draw it. Then move to a different direction and look at the table again and draw it. See the difference. mahAmAyaha, the one who puts a veil for those who do not surrender to him. When is knowledge provided, and when is it necessary to restrict the knowledge? Knowledge is very powerful, and it needs to be shared with only those who will make use of that knowledge for the right reasons. If it goes into the hands of those who utilize power for terror, it creates suffering. Hence, when we share, we need to be aware as to whom we are sharing. A practice tip: knowledge about our higher self is very powerful. Reflect on whether you are ready to receive. mahOtsAhO, the one who has abundance of Ishvara Shakti for creating everything. The one who is enthusiastic about creating the world and protecting the devotees. When there is divine energy, there will be abundance of enthusiasm. Who has the power to create any change in us? Is it our own self or other people and circumstances? People influence us if we allow them to. So any change that happens in us has to happen through and by us. If it happens through us but not by us, then we are ignorant in certain areas and need to become aware. When it happens through and by us, we become knowledgeable, and more aware. A practice tip: reflect on some decision-making points in your life where you allowed people to influence you and where you were conscious and aware and you took the inputs and then you decided the next steps. mahAbalaha, the one who does not depend on anyone else for operating anything and everything. In what areas are we absolutely independent? We have the freedom to work on ourselves. Whether our tendencies drive us or our consciousness drives is our choice. That way, we are not dependent on anyone or anything. Then again, saying is one thing and practicing is another. We are exposed to so many triggers daily, and some of them do affect us when we lose our awareness. A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect on one experience of yours where you responded opposite to how you wanted to respond. Reflect on why that happened and what will you do next time. With that, we have covered 174 wellness tips so far. I hope we are all practicing some or the other aspects of wellness tips on a daily basis and are uplifting ourselves more and more. Thank you. Om Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.